tinker with gear, right? Like that's your thing.
Yeah.
Like very gear heavy, like experience when it comes to like modifications. So what are some of the modifications that you do to your stuff that you have seen as like critical or absolutely like these is a non-negotiable at this point? I'm always going to do this.
Yeah. So silencing, because we talked earlier, like my biggest thing is noise. The only thing besides smell that spooks deer for me is noise. So anything that makes noise has to go or has to be modified. So every touch point on a piece of metal, because my platform's metal, my sticks are metal, just that exact point is wrapped up in tape really well.
So you use just regular tape, like duct tape?
I use hockey tape with like BDU camo.
Yeah. And you tape your platform
if it's a touch point. So if it like right where my platform collapses and it would normally ting in the woods as I'm getting down from the tree, that's taped up on both sides, and it's just dead noise when it comes together.
What about like your sticks?
Yeah, so where the sticks come apart, this is back when I was hunting with multiple sticks. Now I just use one, but not one sticking.
Right.
When I would pull them apart, I would just get this slight ting out of them. And it was only happening, the way I took them apart was I made that the same every time. So it was only happening on one side. So you'll see my sticks, and it just has 2 wraps of tape right where it would make that contact on the left side of the sticks, because that's where it happened every time. And I could make it dull by adding that tape. And that's the most essential piece. Like if you have something that makes a noise, bring tape with you and just fix it in the field, because when you're done with an all-day sit or, sitting in the woods and you didn't see anything and you're kind of defeated, you don't want to go home and modify your gear.
Right.
But if you do it while you're in the tree, you might move a little, but it'll get taken care of right now. And I personally will do that.
That's a good approach.
Yeah, because I used to forget, so that I'm medically retired, so head injuries, I'm a little forgetful nowadays. And, I used to forget, so now I have to take care of it right now. So that is one of the pieces of gear that I certainly don't need to bring into the woods, but I do because it aids my process, for hunting.
Right, until you get everything dialed in exactly like you like it. So you're not somebody that chases new gear then. You're looking at constantly making what you're using more efficient, unless it makes sense to upgrade that.
Yeah. So unless it takes a drastic step forward in weight or functionality, I'm not changing my gear. Like I could upgrade to like a Hyperlight platform. Like those are super sweet. My platform right now is like 4.5 pounds. So a Hyperlight platform would actually be a pretty good upgrade in terms of weight if I'm trying to be a true minimal, an ultralight guy in the gear. That might be an expense that is worth it to me. But, for a new saddle hunter, obviously that expense probably doesn't make any kind of sense. But yeah, always tinkering, and those big leaps, someone may come, like for me, the bow hanger was a big leap because it's more functional. Like to have something that fits in your pocket, and not like, oh, it fits in your pocket and it's a cargo pocket, but like fits next to your cell phone in your pocket.
Oh, dude, it's tiny.
Yeah, it's smaller than an iPhone. And, that is a huge leap forward to me. That to me now that's the standard, and I'll modify that and make it better for myself, and anyone should do the same for themselves. And that's my approach to it. Is it doesn't matter how good the gear is. Right. If I pay $400 for these sticks, I'm going to modify the sticks because they're not perfect as is for me or for you. They're going to have, like I may take them off with my right hand holding them in my left, and you may do the opposite, and they may have different touch points that make noise or things that annoy us. So we all need to modify our gear a little bit. Yeah,
I think that makes sense, because what I see a lot of people do is they buy gear thinking that it's the end all be all or it's the final solution. And that's just not the case, especially for a bow hunter, right? Because like we talked about, everything matters as a bow hunter, from the way you access the woods, the winds, your scent, noise. There's always going to be a weak point, I think, in any of your gear in some capacity, because you just can't make it perfect for everybody. Yeah. You can get close, but there's going to be things that need to be done, whether it's taping zippers, zipper pulls, wrapping your sticks like you're talking about, the way you pack, unpack. And I think it's important for people to, whenever they buy gear, they see it as that they need to take and evolve this thing and make it work and fit them.
Yeah, and it even goes for your soft goods, like your bags and stuff. Like
I'm still working through that.
I know. I struggle with it. And one thing that I really struggle with is like really cutting up my bag. Like the straps, like I want to cut them so bad. I usually just, because I'm going to resell them at some point, right?
Right.
So I usually just tape them up, but it comes undone and it pisses me off so much.
Dude,
I just need to cut
bino
them.
harness.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Little
Dude.
teaser here. I'm venturing into soft goods for next season, and we're actually prototyping right now a better way of using your bino harness.